Today we're looking at some Modernist cinemas in Germany. This is Fragments of the Future. Dresden first to look at a couple of very cool modern cinemas, and then we're going to go to Berlin after that and we're going to look at some more. Cinemas were essential to modernism. They were the ways that people were communicated with before TV existed, before the internet existed. They were central to entertainment and to media. They were also glamorous, and every little town wanted to have their little bit of Hollywood glamour, or in the case of Germany, Babelsberg glamour, I guess. So the cinemas express that optimistic and glamorous ideal. Let's go and look at some. You're probably thinking, Chris, why have you got a lanyard on? Well, I'm owning it today. Got a lanyard on because I've been invited by Filmfest Dresden to come here, and they're very, very, very lovely people. So fair play to them for that. The Schauberg behind me is the classic Dresden cinema, built in 1927, designed by Martin Peach in this expressionist style. It looks kind of Dutch, doesn't it? Like a Dutch city hall or something. This cinema, incredibly, survived World War II. I'm not sure how that happened, because Britain and America did their very best to flatten this beautiful imperial city. But that cinema survived, and then it went on to be successful throughout the East German period as well. It was the main cinema in Dresden before the Rundkino, the cylindrical cinema, was built, hosting a lot of premieres, and lots of people had a lot of fun there over the years. It was refurbished in recent years, and it is a very beautiful cinema, which really evokes that kind of glamour of the early age of picture houses, I think, and it shows how they can be restored to their former glory as well. It's funny, isn't it? As soon as you walk into the cinema, that smell of popcorn just gets you, so evocative of a time and an atmosphere. So this is Filmfest Dresden, the 38th edition. By my calculations, I was trying to work this out in the bath earlier, I think this film festival has been going longer than capitalism in East Germany. I think I should know this because I did my dissertation about it, but I think the Berlin Wall came down in 1989, didn't it? Argue with me in the comments, but 38 years of Filmfest Dresden, this short film festival, which I came to last year. It's absolutely brilliant. You should come to it. They show short films from around the world. Hopefully, maybe one of mine one day. And the centre of the festival is this beautiful Schauberg cinema, which has been restored to its former glory. This is my favourite room in the Schauberg cinema, the Fritz Lang Saal, the Fritz Lang room, named after, of course, German director Fritz Lang. I love the green, and I love the lettering as well. Absolutely fantastic little cinema. Welcome to the basement cinema in the Schauberg. This is the Charles Chaplin Saal, nice and intimate in purple. Designed by Winfried Siegerlot and Gerhard Landgraf, the Rund Kino. When this opened in 1972, it became the main cinema in Dresden. It took over from the Schauberg, and a lot of premieres were held here. Now, there's not very many cinemas that have this distinctive bin shape. It's quite unique, and it's still open today. I just had a look inside. Lots of old school touches in there. It was put just off Pragerstrasse, which runs along there behind the camera, when this area was being redeveloped and the centre of gravity of Dresden was moving down here. So they wanted to have a cinema to attract people, though no doubt the only films that were shown were ones that the DDR government approved of. Dresden's very friendly. Yes, I got thrown out of the Culture Palace by security, but they were very nice security. And I've met some very fun, interesting people today. Shout out to Sophie and the Extreme Sports Film team, who I was just talking to, who are about to show some films in the Rundkino. Very interesting, very spirited discussions. Wolf Prick's Coop Himmelblau work. Coop Himmelblau is a play on words in German. Coop as in like co-op, I guess. Himmelblau means blue skies. They have the L in brackets, so it also looks like Himmelbau, which means like building, bow, right? Sky building, blue sky building, sort of a play on words. So there's this atrium here, and then the cinema block behind it. Coop Himmelblau went on to become extremely famous and do lots of buildings in the 2010s. European Central Bank in Frankfurt is one of them. There's numerous other ones. I think the Museum of Anthropology in Lyon was another one, which I seem to remember going hideously over budget and over time. But anyway, the Uferpalast. Thanks for joining me to take a look at German modernist cinemas. I hope you've enjoyed what we've looked at. Leave a comment, of course, and if you would subscribe, that would be great. I would love to have more subscribers. There will be more videos like this very, very soon, so stay tuned. This has been Fragments of the Future. I have been Christopher Greenland. Vielen Dank. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Hi, I'd like to ask a really long, rambling, and puzzling question about your film, which might cause a low level of offence in you as well. Of course, and I'm ready to give you an extremely rambling, confusing, and quite highbrow answer, which doesn't really make sense to any of the audience. But it is going to provoke them to ask a lot of questions later, which are more comments than questions. Also, fuck off, I don't even like journalists.